You are now listening to a I Want My Podcast Studios production. And I know you want your damn podcast. Here you go.
Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of I Want My Podcast. This is Love After Lockup edition. I am one of your lovely hosts, Miguel Perez.
And I'm EJ Edmonds. I'm the other one. Hello, people. Thank y'all for tuning in for another week. How y'all doing? Good. All right.
Good.
Yeah, somebody had a long answer. I had to cut them off because we got to get this show rolling.
That is true. We do have to get the show rolling.
Like you asked how you doing. You're like, cool. You know, and sometimes you get people that just want to talk. I was having one of them just there. Hey, Lori, how you doing, boo-boo?
Thank you so much for joining us here. How's your week since last time I spoke to you?
Oh shit, busy, man. It's just been busy.
Yeah,
just out here running around doing the same shit I always do anymore.
Yeah,
just working and being harassed by children. So it's a great life.
It's always a good life.
Yeah, this right here. This is my vacation during the week where I just get to do all of the cursing I want. You know, so some of the times I might I might yell at you once or twice, but it's because I get yelled at all the time. I need somebody else to feel. I need to feel like these motherfuckers have to feel while they're shitting on me. Nah, it's actually it's cool. It's, you know, since I took this new job, it's just been like trying to get like a balance, but I think I'm getting there.
That's good.
I'm getting there.
Balance is always good.
Yeah.
What do you think about this new name for the duo?
I'm down for whatever. She could have said she could have been like Jesus is boogers. I was like, all right, we Jesus is boogers, boo boo. Let's do it. The churro duo. Oh, so we had
That's good.
Churro though.
I mean, it's whatever. I'll take it. It doesn't matter.
Sounds sweet to me. Let's do it.
Yeah. Also, you'd be proud of me. About when was it? Like 2, 3, about 4 p.m. I think.
You did 10 push-ups.
Had an edible.
Okay, close enough. Close enough. I ate something. Yeah. Dope. So you good right now? How you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good.
Dope. All right. Well, this is the perfect time to talk about love after lockup.
I couldn't think of a better time, actually. And funny you say that because we are going to be talking about Love After Lockup Season 4, Episode 12, Bond Girl. It was too on the nose. It was like they might as well just call it Lindsey wrote a car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just too silly. Not good enough.
Yeah, they could have done better.
Oh, yeah, they could have. And they've been killing it lately, too, with the names. I don't know why all of a sudden they're like, we got to focus. Maybe that's what they're saying. We got to focus on this show. You know, this can't be 90 Day Fiancé. This got to be Love After Lockup.
No, they hate us because they ain't us, dude. That's what it is. They hate us because they ain't us, man.
Yeah.
And so what they're doing is they're trying to show off, and they tried to get a little bit too cute right there and fucked it all up. That's what happened.
Yeah. I think that's what it is, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Well, this episode did not disappoint again. It was very fun. It was there was a lot of drama, as you should always expect out of a Love After Lockup episode. And let's get started, dude.
Hey, have I told you enough how happy I am that Love After Lockup is back? Have I told you this enough yet?
I fucking love this show, dude.
Yeah, I do too, man.
It's short. It's packed with action, and there's no like filler scenes. Like maybe one or two, but like I could have done without Marcelino and Brittany going to see a therapist. Like they could have just been like, we went to see a therapist. I would have been like, okay, that's cool. I don't need 10 minutes of it.
I actually like when I talk about like I went a couple weeks ago and I hung out with some of my hood cousins, right? So they asked me what I had going on. I was like, yo, I recap reality shows and shit. And then they talk about it and you kind of mumble 90 Day Fiancé and you like Love After Lockup, right? And I was like, what are those? It's like, well, 90 Day Fiancé is this show. It's cool. But Love After Lockup, nigga, watch it. Like, That's the conversation I had. Like, it's just, you kind of like gloss over 90 Day Fiance because even, bro, before I started recapping this, when you first told me about them, I'm like, they don't make no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Yo, black belt now.
I was confused. I was like, this don't make no goddamn sense. Forget this show, man.
You walk around going like, oh, look at this tiny man who's trying to find love. I'm like, that guy is a monster. You're like, no, he's kind of cute. I'm like, he's a fucking monster.
Why are you putting
like,
helmets in his head? What is happening?
Like 2 seasons later, you're like, yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, man. That's how it is. But I said that to say this. I'm happy it's back. But let's just go ahead and get the episode started. You want to start us off, man?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's talk about the dude. I think you might be taller than him.
I think so too. After
Yeah,
today,
that motherfucker looks shout.
Yeah.
Don't he?
Yeah, he's very short.
All right, if you haven't figured out who we're talking about yet, we're talking about Kevin and his boo Tiffany.
And I can't even believe, like, you're absolutely right. He's super short, and like, but again, don't underestimate him because he can knock you out.
No, I bet you he could like sing or dance or something. He's like one of the chipmunks. It's like Alvin, Simon, Theodore, and Kevin.
he's like that distant cousin.
Yeah, he was the one that didn't like what they was doing. He didn't think they was gonna be famous. Y'all a bunch of weenies, man. I'll knock all your puss asses out. I was like, okay, right? And then now they famous. And he at home trying not to get beat up by Kayla.
Alvin and the Chickens are like, hey, Dad, we don't want to hang out with Kevin anymore. He's a little weird. He always wants to fight people. It's weird. Can we not hang out with Kevin? It's like, all right, Alan. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yes, Kevin and Tiffany. Today she was snooping around, as you guys remember from last episode. She found a pair of underwear, and she's like, ew, like this are not mine, these are not his, clearly. And maybe they are. Like, who are you to judge? You know, like maybe he's into some weird shit. Let him be. You know, like there's no need for you to be snooping around going, hey, what can I, like, at this point you're just looking for something.
Oh yeah, no, they was just looking for drama. They was looking to be ratchet on, because it's love after lockup. You gotta get right or get left on this show.
That is
right.
true.
So like we can't like not have drama. So you know what, Victoria, let me talk to you on the phone while I just happen upon some draws, which we've seen this storyline before. We TV. Okay. Give us the grace of at least not trying to act like we stupid. Give us a better storyline or let us write it. We'll nail it. I promise.
Oh, dude, yeah. And you're probably saying, okay, maybe they'll write a good episode. Maybe
we turn this shit into Men in Black. Like Shawn is an alien. Like he unzips that dumb skin. And there's a little tiny little cricket dude in there controlling him.
It's vapey.
Yep. It's vapey.
John's vape. Yeah, what was I gonna say about this dude? Oh yeah, so this is how the scene was shot. Ready? I think the producers, like one of the producers is a female, and she was like, you know what? Tiffany's just like going around trying to pick things up. What if you know what? She like took off her undies, put them in the drawer. She's like, oh, Tiffany, there's something hanging out of here. Are this yours? This is so weird. And that's when Tiffany was like,
why do these drawers got a WeTV badge on them? Like, what?
The producer is like, we don't give a fuck. That's why.
We just wanted to destroy our life, boo-boo. All right.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what happened.
That would be a good storyline if it ends up like Kevin is like smashing the producer.
Yeah.
And then you have her like on the other side of the camera. Bruh.
Yeah, I would work. I would have worked.
WeTV, are you hearing this shit? We good. We can do this for you. I write a bunch of better shit from Deontay. I promise.
Oh, dude, absolutely. He's like the easiest to write for, actually. Like you could film a whole scene of him just going to like the pharmacy. Yeah, we got to go get this Band-Aids. You know what I'm saying?
I think they should do a montage. You should just do a montage of him meeting people's mamas. And you just see that meerkat head in his eyes like this fucking big, right? Hello.
Are
you nervous? Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh God.
That dude is a mess and a half. It really
God.
is. I love Deontay, but Jesus Christ. and I love that Love After Lockup was like, let's put him and Shawn together and see what happens. Let's just see. Like, he's actually making Shawn look like a responsible adult, which is really, really hard to do. Because
God.
Like
Yo, let's
6 kids and a Kelly.
You think this is let's see who destroys their race fastest? Oh God. It's a race.
Who do we got?
Right?
I ain't got nobody. I don't like who would be my person? Puppy?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Puppy and
That's
Emperor.
what it is. This is like the Amazing race, but they're going backwards. Like, I think that's what's happening.
Oh my God.
Oh, Amazing race. That was good. Okay.
Amazing race. It's pretty good, yeah.
We was talking about Kevin. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. So Tiffany calls her friend and she's like, hey, guess what? So I found a pair of panties with the WeTV logo here and I don't know where they came from. And the friend is like, oh, that's crazy. That's so crazy. You know what you should do? You should, carve fuck you on his bed and then leave them in the middle. And then like when he comes home, staple a letter to his forehead. And she's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But that the idea of leaving him in the center of the bed, it's a good idea. So,
yeah.
But I'm not going to write fuck you on his, nice
now, Meg,
blankets.
What if Tiffany carved fuck you in Kevin's desk?
That would have been acceptable.
Would you have accepted that callback?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved it. But yeah. So then after this, Kevin, by the way, he gets in one of those big trucks, the ones that Jabri drives.
A CRV or something?
Yeah. It's like
that's
CRV
not a big truck, dude.
Or something like that. No, but those are the kind of trucks that like howl shit, right? Like howl.
Oh man, that little tiny dude getting in the truck. He's like, "What's that little dude off Shrek? Lord Farquhar or whatever his name is." That little tiny dude.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the tiny dude from Hey Arnold.
What tiny dude from Hey Arnold?
He was like obsessed with a mallet.
I don't know. I don't think I watch Hey Arnold enough. Then.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm
gonna look it up though, because now I want to see. But yeah, okay. I just imagine like this little tiny dude who thinks the world of himself. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I don't get why he's like that. It's pretty much he wants to do what he wants to do, because anytime he gets called out, he's like, well, hopefully you doing some shit too, so I ain't the only fucked up person, so I'm just gonna accuse you of doing this shit. Like that's his whole thing. I fucked up because I thought you was fucking up, basically.
So yeah, so after this, of course, like, oh, what's up?
I can't say that I haven't done that before. I can't say that I haven't done that before. Yeah, where nothing was my fault. Oh, I did it. Or did you do this? No. And then, all right, well, I know you did it. All right, well, I did it, but I did it because of gobble, gobble, gobble. Right? Not just, hey, you know what? I fucked up. Yeah, I was one of those people. And so, once again, this is one of the things that actually really gets under my skin about Love After Lockup is when you find somebody who's like, yo, I used to do that shit.
Yeah, I remember when we first started doing it.
Yeah, man.
You watch Michael and that woman, what was the name?
Sarah?
Sara, yeah. And like flat out, you're like, I don't want to talk about him. I was like, why not? Man. You're like, I don't want to talk about him.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I can't talk about him, man.
This is hitting home.
Some of that shit is too real.
Close. Yeah.
And it's like one of those things you look back at yourself and it's like, Nick, what was you doing? Right? Yeah, I've had those moments, man.
I mean, no fairness, most of us were like, what is he doing?
No, fuck y'all, because you do it. Ain't none of y'all tell me nothing. So all y'all kiss my ass. Somebody could be like, hey, EJ, what the fuck are you doing? No, it was like, yeah, go do that. That's a great idea, EJ. Yeah. Another one? Congratulations, right?
Hey, man, it makes you happy, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Wow, we are really not good friends to each other.
Yeah, look, we grew up a lot. Listeners, see, y'all are just probably getting introduced to us now. Getting to where we are now, and we're still kind of idiots. Okay, we're still kind of idiots,
yeah,
but getting to where we are now, that's an accomplishment. It's something we're real proud of because we were light years worse a few years ago.
Yeah, holy crap! Yeah, I think a lot about those times.
Yeah,
and I'm like, it was nice. Like now, like doing any of that, like everything that we went through, like the whole, like late night driving, drinking, and not drinking and driving. Everything.
Yeah, we didn't do none of
It's just-
We weren't drinking and driving.
No, not in Massachusetts.
Is there a statute of limitations? Because I mean, I don't like lying to people. I drank and drive a couple times. I just didn't. I've never gotten in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Fingers crossed. And you know what? I ain't scared to say that now because I don't really drink and drive like that no more.
Dude, I don't even drive anymore at all.
That's right. You take the subway everywhere. I'm in West Virginia. I drive everywhere.
Yeah, you do have to drive everywhere. Yeah. We were looking at some of those houses and I was like, this is where people take, like, people that they kidnap. Like, this is how, like, secluded this, like, areas are.
Yeah, what was that one movie with the mole women that were locked up for years and they thought the world had ended? Kimmy Schmidt.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah. Yeah, like that could have been in West Virginia and we'd be like, all right, I believe that.
I do believe it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe, yeah. That's what it looked like, because we were there Monday. But anyways, this is getting, I don't even know what this is anymore at this point. All I do know is that, his friend, like a good friend, goes, hey, man, how's everything going with your girl? Because that's what guys do, we're very concerned about each other. So every time we see our friends, we're like, hey, how's everything going at home? Are you okay? Are you okay today? Good, good.
I have to remind myself to ask you that sometimes. Isn't that sad? Like we friends, I was like, ask him how he been. Ask him how he been doing. Like, because it's not that I don't care. I just don't think to ask. I was like, hey, what's up, motherfucker? And then we just start babbling about something, right? And I was like, let me ask this man how life is going for him. Let me do that. Yeah. And weird. That's what old boy did.
Yeah, that's what he did. And then Kevin is like, well, this women are crazy out here, and I think this one might actually be the one. She's like crazy, but like we still get along, so things are working out fine. I kind of want to see what this relationship goes. I want to explore it. And his friend's like, that's straight from the heart, man, and I appreciate it. And then they hugged and they were like, all right, do you want to like go talk about something else now? Maybe your feelings or emotions? And Kevin is like, yes, let's talk about that. And they go in the break room and do that. Meanwhile, at his house, we got to see Tiffany back in her shed because that's where she thinks this relationship is going, out the fucking door. So she packs her things and leaves the panties in the middle of the bed, like she's like a wrestler retiring.
It's like when you go to them fancy hotels and they turn your washcloth into like a duck or something.
Yeah, she made that out of like panties.
This is an underwear duck, and fuck you, right?
Yeah, I made a nice little swan and a swim in. She started fixing it and making it. But yeah, she basically does that, and she writes a note saying, "Fuck." How does that song go? Damn it, that would have been such a good joke. I don't want you back by Eamon. God damn it.
Fuck you, ho. I don't want you back.
Yeah. Fuck what I said. It don't mean shit now. Yeah, that's basically what she wrote in her letter. And then she walks out the door. And after this, he basically just sits in the break room going, yeah, my relationship is going well. I can't wait to get home and talk to Tiffany about, maybe being exclusive forever. And meanwhile she's gone. So
yeah, she didn't book it. She left.
Yeah. I love those flashbacks though where he's like, where are you gonna go? She's like, that's none of your concern. I would have been like, well, no, it is my concern because you put this as your address. Like it's if you fucking see or the your person comes here and like parole officer, your PO comes over here asking for you, like I have to be like, she's left. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's not like Kevin gives a fuck about any of that. He ain't about to be responsible. But like her leaving, it ain't gonna have shit to do with you legally supposed to be here. It's like, where you going, shorty? That's what it's all about. Dude, he basically hollered at her so he could have something to smash out of the prison so he could tell his boys about it. And he was like, yeah, I just, because think about it. He gives her a key. He's trying to do relationship, but he's still stuck on this other shit. It's not possible. It ain't possible. Like there's no way to grow from there. Yeah. So that's what you're seeing there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope she's gone forever. I hope she gone.
I don't think so. I think she'll be back.
Oh, of course she'll be back, but I said I hope she's gone forever.
That would. That is true. Never mind. No, you're right.
What I missed?
No. It is true. Like, she will leave and then she will come back.
This is their relationship. It's gonna be, who else was like that? It was somebody else who's like, they're just gonna argue, they're just gonna fight and get back together.
Michael and Sara.
Yeah, and it was one other one from that one shitty show, Married at First Sight. Mark the Shark and Lindsey.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, I don't know why, but like that accent that they had was like, I think even Jenna said it. It's like somehow it gives us comfort to hear that New England accent, like that Boston accent, heavy Boston accent. Like, it's like, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice. Yeah.
It feels like home a little bit.
Like John from 90 Day 2. Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh man. Like, I feel relaxed. Like, I'm like, oh, this is home. Home. This is home.
Well, I'm kind of a Southern boy that ended up there, so I'm just like, it sounds like Boston to me. That's it. It just sounds like Boston. And he's like you hear it, you like start like hearing music in the background when they do it. You hear like soft music, and you're like, oh, and I'm just like, oh, dude, sound like he from Boston.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty much it for our friends Tiffany and Kevin. They had a pretty good episode. We'll see what they end up doing for the next episode. Either way, I just want to remind everybody that if you live in Nashville, I will be performing at the Up Down Bar. Post all the details in the description below. I'm very excited. I'm actually doing 2 shows there. One at 7 and one at 9, I think. So yeah, just make sure you check it out. And like I said, I'll post all the details in the description below. And I'm gonna be performing all over Nashville in like 2 weeks, maybe less than that. But anyways, if we have any Nashville friends, come out, say hello, have a beer with me.
Yeah, go see that guy. Go see him.
Yeah. They asked me, they're like, hey, so we do like intro music. What do you want? And I was like, as soon as he said, what do you want for music? I was like, USB Entertainment. It's me, Soulja Boy. I was like, so there's this song called I Love You by Soulja Boy.
You're supposed to be going there and say, if you're loving your crime, then jail me for life. Like, wait, what?
Your love is fire, fire.
Oh, God.
His music is fire, in all fairness. I think we all discussed this already, but God damn it, is this fucking man talented.
You ready to move on to the next couple, dude?
Yes.
Because I know where this is going, and I really don't want it to go there. So you're just ready to move on to the next couple?
I am. But one more thing before we go. Thank you so much, everybody that tuned in to watch us live. We're about to move on to the next couple. Of course, thank you. And for everybody watching in the future, thank you as well. Patreon is $1 and is written in the description below. So make sure you check it out. Thank you so much for watching. And
we appreciate y'all. We do. Kisses for your damn foreheads. If you don't like kisses for your foreheads, high fives for your foreheads. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being here. And for everybody listening right now, we're about to move on to the very next couple. And this one I'm actually very, very excited to talk about. It is Deontay and Lindsey.
So we catch up with Lindsey, and she's talking to Blaine about getting TC out of jail. Y'all remember from last episode what was happening when she was doing that? Miss, I need to get my life together and not go back to jail. She was about to go to a job interview, people.
She was.
She was going to a job interview at the pizza grocery or whatever the place was called. Then she gets a call that her boy TC is in prison.
And you gotta get TC out of jail, dude.
And then she has to go get TC out of jail. So, you know, she finally finds a friend to go and bond him out, and they head out. And then Lindsey's phone ring. It's like, hey girl, what you up to?
The middle of a crisis, Deontay. Get your goofy ass out of my phone.
Hey girl, what that prison do? Right? And he calls in and she tells him she's about to go and spend $800 to go bail out her old crew member, right?
Yeah.
And why did for a moment Deontay sound like the voice of reason in a relationship? Did you notice that for a minute? It's like, look, I don't approve. I don't understand what you're doing, but I support what you're trying to do because I love that. I mean, I love you, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And then he's like, you know, and he's worried about whoever it is she might be kicking it with because she's looking at Blaine sideways. He's looking at Blaine sideways right now.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, look, I'm not trying to think negative about her new lifestyle, you know? And so then they cut back to Lindsey. She gets to the drop off 20 minutes later. And the drop off, that's where you got to drop off the $800 to go and get old TC out because she can't go anywhere near there because they won't let her ass leave. Yeah. She's like, somebody got another $800 to get me out too. So she can't go there.
It's like a pyramid scheme. It's like every time
I think they do it like that because they know criminals just kick it with criminals. So look, if you get out of here, I know another criminal coming to get you. What's his name?
It's like those fly traps, you know, like the glue ones that you hang.
What is that sticky paper called?
I have no idea.
It's called fly. I think it's just called fly paper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's just called fly paper.
Pretty fly for a paper.
But yeah, that's those slick bastards. That's what it is. Because think about it, you'd have been in enough shit. Like you already know who's gonna come buying you out. Your criminal friends. It's not like you just got some straight laced person that just happens to fuck with a brood of criminals. It's just y'all all criminals.
So hi, can you bail TC? He's like, oh, step right up. Let me see your ID. Okay, now step over there and take your clothes off and spread your butt cheeks. Welcome to county.
Oh man, because think about you got to think about that. So they probably have to when they found out TC was locked up. They got on the big ass conference calls like, who's in the least trouble right now? That's a conversation they probably fucking had.
It's just that like the stupidity.
Shout out to Love After Lockup. Man, hold on.
I mean, to Lindsey, bullshit loyalty is more important than freedom.
Yeah.
Being with her daughter. It doesn't make any sense. Like to a normal person, you'd be like, yeah, TC, like, hey, listen, we had a great run.
Yeah.
But I'm about to go into, Pizza King and, get myself a job to get my life straight like Amber did.
Yeah, she was like, I ain't letting nobody fuck this up. Sidelines is my home. Was it Sidelines or Side Tracks?
No, I think it's Sidelines.
Sidelines, yeah.
Yeah. We got to go there one day.
We do.
Yeah.
And I think we need to take tequila shots with Amber.
Dude, you know what? That would be cool if we do like a tour and we perform at everybody's venues, like Sidelines, Rebecca's chicken joint, Carlos Pizzeria,
wherever Charles had his little death metal concert at.
Yeah, their hideout or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
yeah, dude. That'd be so dope if we just do like a reality TV tour. I'm putting it in the universe.
All right, do that shit.
Yeah. A little reality TV tour. That'd be dope.
Yeah. Oh, so here came a moment of positivity out of this whole thing.
Yes.
Okay. So now they have to try this whole process of getting them all because they didn't move fast enough to get TC out today. And Blaine was sitting there talking to Lindsey. He's like, yo, you was just like at a job interview, bitch. What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? We criminals. Criminals is for the children. Like, look, this got to be about these babies, son. You know, it's like you need to get your shit together. And then he started crying. And then we see Blaine go to a talking head. And you see he was like, yo, I don't know Dante because for whatever reason, he's just not going to. For whatever reason, it's like, I'm just not saying this nigga's name right. So it's Dante. Like, look.
Because, you know, the cameraman was like, his name is, and the producer was like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah,
go on.
Yeah.
Why don't you like Dante?
We're going to have put some respect on my name this season somewhere. I think it's going to happen. But Blaine is like, Dante is not ready for Lindsey. And I agree.
It's 1,000% true. Because,
I mean, you got to think about it. Lindsey is a hardened, she's like, I hate to say hardened criminal. That sounds so fucking cliche. But she's like, she's done some time. She's been through some bullshit. She knows the ins and outs of the system.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Deontay was in the military. He got out. He works a modest job, making decent money. He dresses nice, right? And makes his $24 an hour, has his little Instagram following. That's all he know. And then all of a sudden he's like, you got to go bail somebody out of prison. What they there for? Won't you just let them sit there and think about what they did for a little bit? Maybe the nigga actually was wrong. You ever thought about that there, Lindsey? Maybe leave his ass there till he get better.
Not TC. I know since they were in diapers.
Yeah, they not ready for each other, man. You know, but anyway, either way, Deontay is burning up that highway to go see his Southern Belle. And guess what he forgot to do before he left, Meg?
What did Deontay forget to do before he left?
He forgot to tell Nika he was going.
Stop the bus and stop the damn bus.
I can only imagine Nika watching right now going, I you out of your damn mind. Did I drop you when you were a baby?
That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, so that's something. I can't wait till Nika find out about this. I want to hear what she got to say. I want to hear her stop the bus. Right, the one I have saved on here is beautiful, but I want a new one. I want some new Nika sound clips.
What I want is some Yolanda sound clips.
Oh man.
You know? I pops up. That's what I do.
Imagine if Nika and Yolanda did a podcast recapping reality shows.
I'd retire.
No shit, I wouldn't. We'd have to figure that shit out. I'd Tanya Hardin them. They get hit in the kneecaps or something. Like, y'all too good. I ain't fucking with y'all. Nope. Sabotage. Let's go.
Worst podcast I've ever heard. 5 stars. Try to. Oh my god.
Right, it's just a whole bunch of fake ones we put together. Like, you want that podcast? Like, boo, right? 1 star.
4 stars.
Oh man. But yeah, he's driving this 12-hour drive straight through. He's like, I think he got a diaper on like the astronaut lady. He was like, no, I got to get to that poo-poo. Right?
The second. Yes. That is the second time I hear about that this week.
But the astronaut lady?
Yes.
I think that should go. That should be there forever. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard a human do. This was a fucking astronaut. You realize?
No, dude. You're absolutely
you know how
right.
smart you gotta be to be one of them, but you're too stupid to realize you gotta stop and put gas in your car anyway.
Like, you don't have thousands and thousands of gallons. You're not going to the moon.
Oh man.
You're just traveling across country.
All right, you know what? That lady just deserves a poo-poo for being that silly.
I mean, she was ready for a poo-poo. Shit's stupid.
Oh man.
Retiring.
It is. But meanwhile, Lindsey gets to see her daughter. I almost called her Nancy Grace again, but Miley Grace. And Miley Grace is now taller than Lindsey. That baby got big, dude.
She did.
That baby got big.
Really did.
Yeah.
It's like the Stranger Things kids. You know, like the first season they're all like 7, and then the 4th season they're all like 25.
Like, motherfucker, is that a mustache?
I was like, what? What is he doing? He's 21?
Like last season, you had a baseball hat with a propeller on it. How the fuck you got a mustache?
This got a 6-pack now. He's got that Hollywood. Oh man.
Oh my god! Like how you paying taxes already? What the fuck?
What are you stressing about? What are you, wife and family now? What happened? You were 13 2 years ago.
Oh god! But yeah, that's what happened. She got that type of big, and you see it cuts to Lindsey saying the same shit she said before. You know, she needs to do better, and you see her try to cry.
Yeah.
And look, I'll say it like this. Maybe, like, I'm not doubting that she don't love Miley Grace. She just don't know how to.
I think you were right when you said that all she pretty much knows is, like, it's crime.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
That's what she spent her 10,000 hours on, man.
That's right.
That's what she knows.
Right. That's what she knows. And no. I mean, unfortunately, the kid is just kind of like the whole crutch story, you know, where they're like, hey, I have a kid, I gotta do what I gotta do for my kid, I gotta feed my kid, but it's like she's never around the kid. And watch what happens is the second she's not around that kid, I hate to say this, but that kid doesn't cross her mind much. Yeah, I
really don't think the kid does.
No. I think you're right.
You just go through life doing Lindsey shit because Lindsey's very much about Lindsey. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, yeah, I do got a kid. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Miley Grace.
Last season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening. And Miley Grace is talking to us like, look, I don't want you to go back to prison again, but I'm scared you will, which is the same shit that got said last season when she was with shellfish allergy. What's his name? Scott, yeah. With Scott. Now, then she starts talking to Miley Grace about her new bae.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Okay.
About her new bae. And she tells Miley Grace about Deontay. And then they show a side by side of a shirtless him and a shirtless Scott.
If I was Scott, I'd be like, do I get royalties for this?
No, they own the rights to all that stuff. You think they don't? This is all their stuff. They can show that lip in perpetuity. You know that, right?
True. That is true.
They own that fucking lip likeness at this point. Yeah, you could put that shit on like bee sting commercials or something, or or like if somebody gets like beat up for saying something really racist, commercials, right? His lip is already like that. You don't really got to punch nobody to make it look like that, right?
Yeah, no special effects, no makeup.
Nope, it's just like that. It looks that gruesome all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think that her and Lindsey had a talk about? It was like, what the fuck did you see in Scott?
I hope so. I really hope so.
If not, it's a fucking elephant in the room. What the fuck were you thinking?
It's like, no, I've been doing fine, but why Scott?
No, it was, she thought it was Disneyland. It was the county fair.
It was a county fair.
That's what it was. Yeah, and then her mama, Brenda, shows up, and Lindsey's like, look, I want your forgiveness. And he's like, look, you need God's forgiveness. You need Miley Grace's forgiveness. Then worry about me, because I don't forgive you right now, because you keep sticking me with this damn baby. She's a teenager now, got a fucking attitude about everything. Right? I'm having to deal with this because you can't stay your ass home. So when God and Miley Grace forgive you, then come talk to me. Until then, fuck you. I love you. I'm leaving. Bye. And that was the end of the segment. That's where it ended.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Brenda's about done with her, dude. She's like, look, whatever. You could sit here. I done heard all of this shit several times now, and then you end up going right back to prison. So, yep, I'm hearing it again and again and again.
It's like, no, Mom, you don't understand. It wasn't my fault. He's the one that called the cops on me.
Yeah, this time I'm a changed woman. Mom's like, sure you are, baby.
Sure.
Yeah, I pray God and Miley Grace forgive you because I'm not sure if I'm ready to yet.
Damn, that's a quote.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so that sounds like something that you hear on the show Reba.
I don't.
What?
I don't know that I've watched. Yeah, I don't know that I've watched Reba like that. The sitcom.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it in passing, but I've never sat down and watched it enough to know that that's what they do. They put inspirational quotes on there like "Yo play" and shit.
No. It's just like it just sounds like something Reba would say.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Reba McEntire.
What? Miguel, I don't know you anymore, dude.
Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire. Did not expect to hear that this podcast at all, but here it is.
I used to watch it.
I've watched a few minutes of it, but like I said, it was never nothing. I was like, I'm gonna sit down and watch me some Reba. It just happened to me. I was like, that was funny. Oh, that was pretty funny too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, what else is on?
You know what was my favorite show? Meet the Parkers.
The Parkers?
Yeah.
With Monique?
Yeah. The Parkers, just the Parkers. Meet the Parkers. Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Where did I come up with Meet the Parkers?
Are you trying to have Jenna explain why you stupid? Is that what happening right now? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, it was a great show. And it used to be right before SmackDown. So I used to watch it.
So the Parkers and SmackDown. You really lived a fulfilling childhood, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, but all right. Yeah, let's move it along.
Let's do that. Let's go ahead and move on to one of my least favorite people so far. And I don't know, one of my least favorite people on here. No, well, tell the story and I'll tell you why. Taylor and Chance.
Okay, so he has been working on the Snoopy house for Bobby, and he's like thinking, oh yeah, I forgot this is gonna take a while because I did tell her I was gonna build like an entire apartment. And it sucks because today is father-daughter's dance. So like I have to really hurry up, you know.
Yeah, I gotta finish this whole apartment drywall and everything in like an hour.
and then paint it and all that other good stuff. So Bobby can move in like hopefully by like 6 p.m. tonight before the dance, the big dance. But of course, Chance forgot that he's living the real world and not a fucking sitcom. So he doesn't finish it. He
was like, look, it looks like shit, and he's like, you know what? Fuck it. She's from the same type of gutter shit I'm from. She'll actually probably think this is cool. She's used to ratchet shit. Yeah.
So then they go on to tell us like the father-daughter dance is very important for them because the two older girls don't really have a father. So the little one has one, so she's gonna go with them, and the other two are gonna go with Chance. So he's doing it for the girls, I guess, but that's not excuse to not finish something that you said you would finish. You know what? I don't know. Yeah. Like to me, it's like I wouldn't say like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this entire place in like one day." Like that's just insanity. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is. I mean, this is exactly what it is. This is just him systematically removing her from the house.
Yeah.
Because all the opposition that he has is Bobby. Bobby's his biggest competition for being able to run shit however he wants there. And so he wants her gone so she can't check him on shit, because that's probably what's been happening. He was like, babe, I think we need to do this. And Bobby's like, no. Okay, we're not doing that. And he's like, I'm so glad you're here, Bobby. Right? And then eventually it's like, let me build you a doghouse.
In the garage.
Yeah, in the garage.
Yeah, so I don't have to pay for a roof.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. This is what Thais should have did to John.
Oh,
okay. Like, can you just build John a doghouse in the garage? I'll be all right with that.
I mean, he technically did. He's like,
put him upstairs.
The upstairs is John's. Like, he's got his own living room. Like, like he's set. Just don't go upstairs.
Yeah, you won't have to bother with him. He might come down here and drink beer on the couch, but if it's enough, we can send him back upstairs and nobody's feelings are hurt.
Exactly.
All right, so this is the lower budget version of that. That's what you
the lower budget.
All right, this is okay. I'm gonna buy a house with an upstairs and put him up there. Like, there's a garage attached to this piece of shit. Let's go and try to build something out there.
See, Thais, it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
So then Taylor sits down with her sister to be like, hey, listen, this father-daughter dance is very important for the girls. Like, do you get that? And she's like, yeah, no, I get that. It's just like, is this fucking kidnapping room gonna be done by the time, like, he goes to the dance? And Taylor's like, yeah, no, he'll get it done. He said he would. So he definitely will get it done. And then Chance finishes his job, or he's done for the day because he's got to go to the dance. So he's like, hey, Bobby, I want you to check this place out, right? And she goes, oh, really? He goes, yeah. And he even went like all like HGTV like with it. He said, hey, let me blindfold you real quick and like bring you out to the garage. And then at the count of 3, everybody move that bus, right? And he goes, 1, 2, 3, move that bus. And take off your blindfold. And she looks around and she's like, so this is a work site.
What the fuck? It's like, you know what that it looked like. You ever seen them those rooms that people would like pay to go in and just take a sledgehammer and smash shit in it? You know what I'm talking about? It looked like one of them rooms, didn't it?
Dude, I thought
well, you just
like,
go destroy shit because it's already destroyed anyway.
It looks like one of the basins where I used to drink when I was like, 14, 15. It was a very, very sad looking.
He just put drywall up wherever the fuck he felt like it. A lot of it wasn't even touching. It wasn't touching all the drywall. I was like, there's a big ass hole right there. I could see the sky.
There's rats waving at me. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Some of them wasn't even touching. It was just it was very half-assed done.
Yeah.
And then there was like a big couch in there, and he's like, hey, we're gonna steam that for you, and we're gonna clean it, and you can sit on it.
Why is that the first thing he went to? Like, there was so much other fucked up stuff about. Like, it is, because look, what was happening is, like, even on like the HGTV shows, they explain what they did, and then he's like, I'm trying to explain, look, I'm sorry about this, but I'm gonna do this. It's like, that's like if you owe somebody money, you blindfold them, and then it's like, all right, take your blindfold off, here's some of your money.
Yeah. No, dude, it was more like a real estate agent, like trying to show you an apartment in New York. It's like, hey, look at this place. Yeah, you can totally spit. It's really nice, and the toilet is in the ceiling, which makes it a little trickier for you to use the bathroom. But
yeah,
it's a very
when you flush, it goes place. Up. It's very next level. It's modern.
It's a new thing. I don't know. We heard in Brooklyn. Now we got it here in Manhattan. But yeah, it's basically that he's just selling this crap hole, and he's like, yeah, you even got like a little mini fridge, and
that shit looked like it was the same size as a microwave.
Yeah, it was.
You can't fit nothing but soda cans in that thing,
dude. And the funniest thing is he goes and look, you got a snack drawer here.
The condiment drawer.
Yeah, condiment. Which is just like so stupid. Like yeah, she's gonna cook in here. Like, Chance, this isn't prison. Like, She doesn't need to plug in a couple of wires and heat up metal that ends up heating whatever food you're eating. This is like a house, I guess, or an apartment. But he was just trying to really sell it to her, and he goes, "All right, you love it, right?" She's like, "I don't really." And he's like, "Great, I'm it's yours. All right, you're gonna spend here the night, and I gotta go because this dance it's gonna happen, and I gotta go." So, anyways, he leaves, and then he tells her, "Don't worry, we'll take care of all the AC units that are put together like a fucking totem pole."
It tells a cool story.
It tells a cool
Boom,
story.
I'm so good. So good.
That was a good one. So then after that, this is probably I think the most hilarious thing I've ever seen on this show. Because this is this woman. She is her sister living in the garage.
She didn't even get that bitch a pillow. You see?
This is a grown woman that keeps her sister in the garage in a very shitty room that is literally just drywall.
It's just put up places. It's like, you ever play those shooter games where you have to board the walls up so zombies can't get in? You ever seen that?
Website.
That's what it that's what it looked like.
And this grown woman tucked in her sister on that couch that they were like, "Yeah, we'll steam clean it for you." She tucks her in, and then she goes, "Bobby, are you gonna be all right?" Bobby's like, "Yeah, I think so." And she goes, "Okay, good, good night."
Yep, that fucking happened.
And proceeds to close the garage.
That was the saddest fucking thing I ever seen. You stay in your cage now, Bobby. Bye-bye.
She's like, "If you get afraid, just scratch on the door." There is water and some Purina. And I left you the squirrel that squeaks on top of your grate in case you get scared.
Yeah, we got one of them chew bones in case you start getting bad breath. Right? You good.
Yeah. So in the morning, we're going to give you a greenie before your breakfast.
Oh, God. You see, she didn't have a pillow or nothing.
Dude, it was just a blanket.
It was the saddest shit. And she was like, why did it seem like Chance was right and she was cool with it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe he finally found some dirt.
Think about, all right, because let's just think about people who got blindfolded to reveal they new place. Imagine if Shida, okay, that's what she saw for the first time was that garage. It's like, motherfucker, you trying to kill me?
It looked like that.
You see what I'm saying? It's what you see is just it's the same shit. It's just different what's the word I'm looking for? Economics level. These just people that just don't got money like that. Yeah, so I could just go buy some cheap sheets of drywall and just hammer them up there and hope it works. Right?
Yeah, dude. And the funny thing is, in one day, there's no way that he put the framing and everything. So he must have been doing it since he got there. He's like, no. After he talked to her, he just basically it's like a politician. It's like the Bobby apartment in the garage project it's back.
It's like those. You ever seen the
2026
the movies with the old guy that'll be building something in his garage and then it's something that he gets in trouble for, and then the wife was like, "I had no idea he was building that out there." Right? He just goes out there and works on it and locks the door behind him, and he's the only person with a key to the room, type of thing.
Yeah.
And then he finally invites her out there, and it is that shit. Basically, it's a couch.
It's just a big couch.
That's it. That's all it was. It was basically, there was wires hanging and shit.
Yeah, it had like one plug so she could charge her phone.
Yeah, so she could call 911 if she need to.
I'm just still amazed at the fact that a grown adult tucked another grown adult and then said good night and then just close like she was closing her business for the night. Like, hey, I gotta bring down the iron curtain and lock it.
And it was so hilarious. She was pulling it down all slow, and her face was just under it the whole way down. It's like, bye.
Good night, Bobby. That to me was just like a touch of like editing, dude. I would love to, like, I would learn video and I will edit video for WeTV for this show specifically, because those got to be the most hilarious fucking things. That's probably the best job you could have.
That was fucking funny. That whole scene was funny.
Yeah. Writing for the show, editing, dude. Matt Sharp, we do it all. And if we can't do it, we'll learn and then we'll do it.
We'll fake it till we make it.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, dude, man.
You remember, we just want y'all to know, like, we was calling this podcast dope when there wasn't nobody listening but me and him. Like, that's where it is. Yep, fake it till you make it.
Oh, man. God damn it. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That was it for them. We'll see what happens next week. I honestly cannot wait. Also, if anybody knows if this show comes out earlier during the week so we can get this podcast out earlier to you.
Yeah, tell me how y'all steal this shit.
Send us VPNs or whatever they call it. Yeah. But yeah, all right. So let's move on to the next couple. Are you ready?
Not really, but let's do it because I know who we finna talk about.
Of course, I'm talking about Brittany and Marcelino.
All right. And so that's when she's putting the kids to bed and smoking a cig, because this is the same day that she had to blow that multi-million-dollar deal that probably would have netted that house $75K, right?
Yeah.
And she's trying to call her husband, who's not home yet from when he had plans and isn't answering his phone. And later he pulls into the driveway. He comes in and she asks where he was. He was like, I was out. That's all you get. I was fucking out. And then she's like, so Mars, is there anything you need to tell me? And it's like what? What are you referring to? And then she's like, is this your phone? Because I'm taking it in another room and I'm going to look through it. And she takes it in another room and she looks through it and comes in there. It's like, I don't know what you in there looking for. But, you know, she finds out that he's looking at naked bitches and watching porn.
Yeah, he's at nakedbitches.com.
Yeah. Could you hey Siri, go to nekkidbitches.com, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Like he's just watching porn and shit. And like that itself ain't the problem. The problem is that, you know, he's doing this and not fucking her. Mm. And she was like, yo, that shit hurts. And at the moment, like, I'm kind of team Brittany. And I say at the moment. And at the moment, we also have, for the moment, another boring Brittany and Marcelino storyline on our hands.
See, I don't think this is another boring storyline. I think this one was boring. What people called boring last time, oh, wait, no, that was 2 seasons ago. Never mind. Yeah, I think you're talking about last season, right? When they were trying to crack down on the crack house.
Bro, this all been the same season.
Oh, that's true.
Pretty much. I think so.
2 episodes ago, 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Because like the one before that, it was with Cindy, the whole dealing with Cindy and bullshit.
Yeah, Desert Moon Motel 4499 night, right?
Yeah, fuck that place, dude. Yeah. It was basically like that because everybody was like, "Oh, this is boring." I was like, "No, this is actually kind of like helpful, and they're probably like the best, you know, like storyline so far." Because it's like legit. They're dealing with some real shit, and we're seeing the real shit. Like addiction at its fucking finest. It was that was wild for WeTV, and I don't think they meant to do that. I think they were just like, just film her. She might do some goofy shit.
Yeah, just get the juicy shit you can. Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll put that out.
And I bet you they didn't know that they were actually like, shining a light on addiction like that. That was some real shit. That was some real shit. And the whole trip to Alaska and everything.
Well, I was talking about the other boring storyline. I was talking about the dude who stole the house and was smoking weed on the elephant.
He's smoking crack on the elephant.
Smoking crack on the elephant, yeah.
I'm the king of the world. So it's fucking Jerry again. Why does he have an elephant?
Yeah, that's the one I was like, come on, man, this is stupid. Right?
Yeah, but, that was dumb.
And there's a reason I said at the moment. Like, and so it goes on, and she says, look, if you don't want to be here, then you can go. And it's like, look, I ain't leaving. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not running out on my family like that. And it's like, motherfucker, you was just MIA for however long. I was like, all right, whatever. This is getting stupid, right? And so she suggests, like, look, you know what? I can't live my life like this. Maybe we need to go to therapy. Shout out to Brittany for being a very forward thinking person. Yeah. Like the amount of her emotional IQ is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's a person that just seemed like she's going to be good for like the rest of her life. She just unfortunately fell in the, she hung out with the wrong people.
Yeah. So so he agrees to do it. And later they're driving to therapy, and the therapist asks, like, well, what brings you guys here? And he says, my wife. Like, she wanted to come do this shit. And, they ask, all right, so you know what, Marcelino, I guess you got some shit to say. Come on, lay it on me. So he talks about, like, he's irritated about being a stay-at-home dad because he put all this shit on the back burner so he can have a real estate career. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is a complete, like, 180 from how he lived his life before she got out of prison. He was a single dude. Just all he had to worry about was making sure that he got the letter in the mailbox before the mailman came to pick it up. Yeah. And now he moves out of that into marriage, to kids, to, where they are now, which is.
Yeah. It's like a full-time relationship.
Yeah.
Marriage, really.
And there's some resentment there. And then, it was asked about the intimacy, and Marcelino said the intimacy is different. And, Brittany was like, yeah, I mean, it is. Like, I remember there was a time this motherfucker used to see me and he'd get a hard dick. Like, this is how it is. And now it's just kind of like he doesn't even, like, notice me. And Marcelino sitting there like, man, you know what? Fuck this therapist. This therapist don't know me. This therapist don't know my wife. Get out my business, right?
And then catch me outside.
And then we had a moment. I was like, oh, that's what happened to you. Okay. Now, he said that during the threesome, because you remember we was trying to figure out what the fuck happened during the threesome that flipped the switch on this dude.
Yeah.
He felt like Brittany was just not into him, that she was all about this chick. And now in his mind, he feels like unwanted. So basically right now they're both feeling they feel the same way about each other. He's like, the resentment for both of them is that they both feel unattractive and unwanted. Isn't that some wild shit?
I was going to add a little more to it. I think what happened is his ego got hurt because now he's seeing his wife going for the woman and now he's thinking, shit, like this wasn't for us. This was for you. Like, it's kind of selfish. Like, this was for you. It wasn't for us. Marcelino's a good dude. So I think that's exactly what he was thinking.
I think you're onto something there. Because he was like, because you remember when he was like, oh, would you like a threesome with us? He's like, yeah. Right. He tongued down Amanda right by the pool and then carried her upstairs by her hair. He was about to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Both of them.
Marcelino turned caveman, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets up there and they were like, and they probably like ran right past him and stiff armed him like a fucking, like a running back, and just ran right to the bed. And he's like, wait a minute. They don't even know I'm in here. There's nobody missing a dick right now. Basically,
he's just on the sideline with his helmet on his hand.
With his number one phone finger.
Yeah. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm going. No, I'm part of the team too. I'm part of the team. I'm going in a minute. The game's over.
Either you need some high quality H2O, right?
Yeah.
Man, I think you might be right. That's what it is. He realized that was just a thing to get what she wanted, which was to fuck him, was to fuck Amanda. Mm-hmm. Because and she framed it as like, this is for you, like you could have both of us. And yeah, he felt like he got played. I think you're right.
Yeah. Because I feel like if she was to do something like that, it would be to like, bring some excitement to the bedroom and be like, hey, this is for us. But if he's doing, it's like Garrick Merrifield, right? Like, he's not getting another sister wife for them. What he's really trying to do is just have sex with two women at the same time. Just basically trying to have threesomes and just have like fucking orgies and whatever. That's what he wants. But he's, and that's exactly what's happening here. Yeah. She did it for herself. Just like Garrick did, is doing all this shit for himself. He's not thinking about his wife. And then this right here, she's not thinking about Marcelino. And I feel bad because like now I kind of like get Marcelino.
And that's why you heard me say earlier, I was like, at the time, I was Team Brittany.
Makes sense.
But once you hear the real reason why he's upset, you're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he should have dragged it out and been petty like he was. But
listen,
I mean,
everybody,
as a Puerto Rican dude, you know how proud Puerto Ricans are anyway.
Told that death.
Like, you know what I mean? They all got the Mi Orgullo tattoos. Like, you know what I'm saying? They proud, right?
They're proud.
And then, somebody's like, all right, I know there's this Puerto Rican man in here. And look, he's been a backup dancer in music videos. He's a handsome dude, right?
Yeah, that was weird. Who told us that?
Shit, I don't remember.
I think, was it Katrina? No.
Was it Day One Debbie?
Maybe.
Oh, it was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember, and you got to think about this. So he has that cockiness to him anyway. Yeah. And then what happened, there was this whole like build up to a threesome. And the second they get in the room, he was just in the fucking way.
Yeah.
That's what happened. There was a threesome going on. He was just in the way. And he was like, yo, I'm just in the way.
No.
And he's like, and then like, this is his, because you got to remember, they was hot and heavy. You remember they was eating butt all of season 3. All season 3. And now they not even talking to each other. That's what happened. He felt like he got slighted and once them doors closed on that threesome.
Future threesomes too.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any more of them on this show. You think
I think they'll be
yeah,
more.
Maybe so. It'll be a do-over somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of do-overs.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk about Shawn and Sara and their baby.
And their baby. And Kelly. And the other 6 babies.
All them babies, too.
So it is 5 days until the wedding. And Sara is like, yeah, I don't think your family likes me. And Shawn's like, no, just just give them some time. They will see what I see in you and they will like you. It's okay. Also, my kids, I want my kids to be here. But if I invite them, like my Kelly might have to come here too. Is that okay? And Sara's like, hell no, that's not okay. And then they interview them, right, 1-on-1, And she's like, I just think that this will be problematic and blah, 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 blah. And then this is just not a good look. And I don't want this to happen. I want this day to be perfect. Meanwhile, Shawn is just next to her making faces like a camel, like eating. It's just like,
You know, truth be told, like I wouldn't, I don't, if I'm trying to think if I was Sara, like, would I really be that upset about it? Because I do get that, okay, they shouldn't be communicating as much as they do, but those is kids. Like, look, you know, the best way to get around a problem is to run through it, right? So, all right, yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, invite her up, invite the kids. I love to meet the kids, and I really love to meet Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
we both have red hair.
Yeah. Let's sit down and have a conversation.
We're both like, 2 feet tall.
Once again, all of these other people aren't thinking like that. You got to think about this. You know the people that Shawn's trying to introduce to Kelly, who is a mother who's raised 6 children now. Mm-hmm. Pretty much by herself. Who is still doing okay enough to, when dumbass gets himself in trouble, loan him $1,000. And shrewd enough to be like, all right, and you're going to pay me back several $1,000s. She's doing all of this stuff, and you're going to take these people who have no idea how to do life for themselves, let alone other people, and be like, you know what? I think I should put you in front of this person and really make you feel like a piece of shit because she's done so much in her life and you have done nothing. This is Kelly. Kelly, this is Destiny.
Oh, man, you're bringing Destiny into the mix now.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the same thing. Like, Destiny was even more adamant to not meet this bitch because she knew she couldn't hold a candle to it. Like, yo, you are doing life, right? I still like adios motherfuckers and sushi food.
Yes.
Right?
Do you like sushi food? God, that one was garbage. I fucking love her.
Like, as much of an upgrade as Sara is, she still knows without a shadow of a doubt that she has neither one of these people, regardless of what ring they're wearing right now, her and Shawn have 6 children. 6. There is no way for you to compete.
You only have one.
Yeah, there's no way for you to compete, and they know that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it was. So I mean, I like anybody in their right mind, if they were really trying to build something, be like, you know what? I love to meet your kids, and I would love to meet Kelly. Invite them. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll make sure that they're taken care of when they're here, or whatever it is we need to do. We'll make sure they have a nice, cozy place to stay for you and your family. And I'd love to sit down and go have a glass of wine or go get our hair dyed together or something. Right?
Yeah. Get that nice red hair that Shawn likes.
But I mean, and that's what I'm saying. For what reason would you not want to have the conversation? For what reason? You're about to marry this dude. You about to have like 18 stepchildren. Like, no part of you is like, yo, all right, yeah, I kind of would like to meet all of my all these people whose stepmom I'm about to be. You get what I'm saying?
You met one of them.
Yeah. Like, I'd really like to meet all of these people who's I'm about to be their stepmom, and also their mother. Because if I'm going to try to make this work with you, if I'm going to love you on some level, I'm going to have to love your kids. Whether or not I want to, I'm going to have to, right? Because in your own waterhead way, you also do, right?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You would, somebody who's thinking in the right frame of mind would be like that. Whereas she's just like, no, I don't want her here. Because I don't feel like I'm better than her. And if she's in your presence, she might steal my waterhead. We can't have her steal my fucking waterhead. Right?
This is my water.
The dick is too good. Right?
Hey, listen. He has to do one thing right.
It's that waterhead pipe, dude. That's what it is. That's what
One
it
of
is.
the fucking greatest titles, by the way.
Oh man.
Ever had.
But yeah,
So after this, right?
yeah, my bad. I kind of took you all the way off.
No.
We getting real scenic out here. Sorry about that.
It's all good, baby boy. It's all good. Then he goes on a one-on-one to say, "Hey, listen, Destiny has been calling me, and of course, Sara doesn't know this, and she doesn't need to know that I've been talking to her, even though my phone is on like, fucking level 10 or like sound number 10, like it's all the way up. I don't know why his phone always has to ring. It's so stupid. Just put it on silent, dummy." So. Anyways, he tells us all of this, and here's the thing, okay? We have on our Patreon chat that we have going on, we have, is it Dora?
Who is this you talking about now?
Yeah, Dora. But she's like, I watched the show last night, and is it me? Or when Shawn answered Destiny said that she was pregnant. But maybe I misheard it, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I understood. I was like, you know what? I watched the show while I was drunk too, and I will say this: I didn't hear it, but that would be a great twist if Destiny's just like, oh, by the way, I'm calling you because say adios, motherfucker, to your pension because I'm pregnant. Like that would be a good twist.
No, but she had an ecotopic pregnancy.
Oh yeah, the eco-friendly topic.
Yeah, she had an ecotopic pregnancy.
Yeah,
so
I
that's
forgot
what
about
happened.
that.
Yeah, so that would be a good storyline.
Dude, you are very good at all this like things remembering. Because Miley Grace too. You remember her name? I've completely forgot. Brenda, Lindsey's mom too. I was like, I don't remember her, but you were like, oh yeah, this people. I'm like, wow,
bro. They had him on the episode. It was written on the screen. I just wrote it down.
No, but you like remember all these people.
Oh
like,
yeah,
dude, you got a black belt in reality TV shows now.
Man, shut up. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, no, listen, wear it proudly, but like in shame as well. Lots of shame to it. Yeah.
Let your freak flag fly. Is that what I'm doing right now? You can remember reality show shit like nobody business, and you can't remember to get your ass to work on time. Like,
yeah.
Yo, I was so bad about that back in the day. Like, that's something I'm on top of now. I'm like 20, 30 minutes early every day now. But yo, for the longest, like I just couldn't get to work on time.
Really?
Yeah. Because especially it was something I didn't really like doing. Like, and it was where like I have ADD and there's certain things like, and I don't know any other way to put this, but there's certain things you just can't care about. Like you just can't give a fuck. You ever like been like in a relationship or had a job? You was like, man, I can't give a fuck about this job. I promise I'm trying. I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have both.
Yeah, I just can't care. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm sitting here disappointing you, but I can't care about this at all. I'm sorry.
Dude, you care more about this than you know.
What?
This show.
Yeah, Love After Lockup. I never said I didn't. This is a great show.
It is a great show.
Yeah.
Really, I love that you told your cousins about it. They were probably just looking at you like, we are trying to find jobs, EJ. We can't just sit around and watch WeTV like you do.
It was like, I recap reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day what, cuz? I was like, oh, no, not 90 Day. I was like, Love After Lockup, though. Now, that one's good, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was good. So then we see Sara and Shawn's sister at the cookie jar. And they seem to be getting along great now. They talk about him being a good dad and this and that. Then we switch to Shawn, and he's talking to Kelly on the phone. And they play him, and this is the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen, too. They play, like, a whole, like, flashback of Kelly just, like, insulting and berating
Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It's like, are you stupid? Are you dumb? You fucking idiot.
They need to put that to music, dude. That was beautiful.
Oh my god, that really made me laugh. And then she's like, yeah, my kids are definitely not gonna go to this because their father it's a dummy. So I'm not gonna go ahead and bring my kids to this. He's like, well, what if you come too? And also Sarah's pregnant. And she goes, oh, great. You need another kid, Shawn. How far is she? And he's like, 6 months. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's just a fucking gift that keeps on giving.
Oh man.
You couldn't tell me 6 months ago? He's like, no, I couldn't do it. And but you're invited to the wedding. And then he goes on the talking head to say, yeah, Sara doesn't know that Kelly's gonna come to the wedding. And I don't know. Maybe. So Sarah's just gonna find out that Kelly's there 5 days later at her wedding.
Oh my God,
this is so good.
This is how good Kelly is. You see, she's like, look, she's like, well, you could come if you like. So it's like, I'm not paying to come out. He's like, well, I'll get you some money. He's like, send me $500 right now. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Why the fuck don't they just get back together? Why they can't? I mean,
they can't.
They can't.
They can't. They just can't. 6 kids and you didn't even put a ring on it. That's insulting.
Yeah.
I feel her pain, dude. That's insulting. That's super insulting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the least you could do is like propose, give it a ring that, hey, maybe someday, maybe this might happen. But he was just like, nah, we just have 6 kids. That's wild.
Oh God. All right. So is it safe to say we can go ahead and give him a look for loser of the episode?
Yeah, of course. He's going back on his old ways.
Yeah. All right.
Man, but you know who's not going back in their old ways?
Who?
The next couple.
Who?
The next couple.
Who?
The next couple. Chazz and Brenwin.
All right. So look, I have to defend Charles here.
What?
Okay. No, I mean, I can't. Is what I'm saying. I'm upset with the fact that I have to. Look, we catch back up the day at Charles's concert, right? Mm-hmm. Then there's Charles and she's watching the concert. It's like, you did so good, babe. And then you turn to the side and see side dude right there watching the same concert, right? And let's keep it real. Like at this point, Aaron is a side dude. Okay, that's Charles' wife.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's like, look, Chazz gets jealous, which is why I didn't tell him that I'm at Aaron's house sitting on his couch watching your concert right now. Like with the iPad propped against his toaster. Right? You see what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good.
Man. And she's like worried that Chazz could track her phone because she's doing some foul shit. Like realistically, Nikki could probably track my phone. I don't even think about it. I was like, go ahead. Just be a waste of time. I go to the same 2 places all the time. Right?
Switch it up.
I'm either at work or at a show or at a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? That's all I go to. And I think at this point she is trying to make herself like Charles, but she don't. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
I think she's like, I should probably love this dude, but he is fucking repulsive.
She knows. But again, she's trying to just, settle down. Literally settle down.
Yeah, and then you see Aaron, you see him start shooting this shot, hitting her with all of those cliche fucking 90s R&B lines. I didn't realize what I had lost, and I'll love you, for I will always love you, and I feel guilty for what I got rid of. And I want to see you happy, and even if it's not with me, because you deserve it, gobble, 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 right?
I need a girl to ride. I need a girl
Right.
to be
He was
my
in there
wife.
sounding like one of those fucking the deep voice ass dude from Boys to Men that used to do the talking in the middle of the songs.
Boys to men.
I'm sorry,
Boys to
baby.
men.
I didn't realize what I had.
Boys to men.
I'll always love you.
Boys to men.
And I feel guilty for what I lost. I want to see you happy because you
Boys to men.
deserve it.
Boys.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, we sorry about that, people. We had to see it through. I couldn't stop though. We had to complete that one. And then, you know, that does all happen. And then Arian calls and Brenwin's like, look, I'm not sure what to do, Arian. You know, I wanna be here with you, but I feel so bad leaving you, even though I haven't been here at all ever. Right. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Mom, just go to Kentucky, get away from all this bullshit, get your life together. It's like, but will you come to Kentucky? You go to Kentucky. Let's talk about that later. You go. Just you go. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Just get the fuck out of your old hood, get your life together. And then because I think they be clowning on him and shit. It's like, well, Arian, how do you feel about Charles? And Aaron's like, he's different.
He owes me $119.
Them BLTs wasn't cheap.
He ordered like he had money.
Yeah. And then you see Aaron in the background, like very passive aggressively telling her it's a bad idea to move his poom poom all the way across the country.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where his mindset is. Like, I'm going to sit here and say all this little cute shit I'm going to throw shit at the wall till something stick. It's going to happen. Right.
I bet that's what he used to say to get her back.
Of course.
Like after, yeah. But like, I feel like Brenwin is like smart now. She's like, nah, fuck that. Like, that's not.
I just want you to realize that you used the word Brenwin and smart in the same sentence. Okay.
I said it.
Dude,
I heard it.
I swear to God, I almost hit the poo poo button on you. You know better.
I heard it as I was saying it. I was like, it's one of those things where you're like, it's out there. It's out there.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of out there, what happens from there? We see Charles all suited and booted. This man got a tuxedo on by himself, right?
Oh shit!
On FaceTime for their anniversary. It's like, damn, they went this long without recording. It's like, oh no, a month. This is their 30-day anniversary, and for whatever reason, he feels like they need to celebrate. That's a point I didn't intend, but it does fit this whole situation. Yeah,
it does make sense. That's why I didn't hate it.
Yeah, to celebrate.
With it.
Nah, I mean, I had to address the fact that I was being ignorant just then. To celebrate 1 month anniversary, and he pops champagne, pours 2 glasses, and he says a cheers to her. And he's like, I can't wait to have special time. And, you know, he's trying to talk all sexy, and Bren would look like she finna throw up in her mouth.
She really is trying hard to like this man.
And then, you know, he's saying all of this, and she's like, all right, whatever, Charles, whatever. And then he's like, hey, I got a question for you. Are you in contact with Aaron? And she's like, no, Chazz, I'm not. And he's like, all right, just wondering. I'm trying not to be like that, but I just love you, and I think that Aaron guy's a piece of shit, right?
I mean, he's not wrong, but also it's like, all right, Charles. Like,
and then
relax.
and then you'll see like the FaceTime thing pan down. It's like, Brenwin, whose M1 basketball shorts are you wearing? Oh, those are Aaron's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. And then they say I love you and hang up, and the end of that segment.
Do you think she's fucking Aaron?
Come on, man.
But do you think she's like, hey, this is the last time, all right? Like, you get yours, now get the fuck out of my life. Do you think it's one of those, or you think she's like,
bro, she hasn't had sex. She was locked up for 11 years.
That's a long time.
Right? Did she say 11 years?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I think she said, well, either way, it's a long ass time. Okay. And if it's any amount of years, bro,
Yeah.
If you haven't had no dick, because you got to think about it, her and her husband ain't had sex yet.
I mean, I've never had dick. And
no, I'm talking about from the standpoint of Brenwin. Like her and her husband haven't had sex yet. The dick that she knows and used to is sitting across the living room from her, with nothing stopping her from utilizing said dick. You think they haven't and been like, look, I just want you to know I'm a married woman, okay? So this is different. This doesn't mean anything. This goes nowhere after this. And I'm going to come up with some bullshit excuse to why it's okay for me to do this. And it's no strings attached, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Yeah, they absolutely have. Come on.
Fair.
It's like, I'm not even arguing with you.
Yeah, it makes sense, dude. Makes sense.
Because think about it. With that being the case, like, what's stopping her?
Nothing. There's literally nothing.
She don't love Chazz. She loves the security that he could probably bring to her life.
Yeah. And I think that's what she's going for this time.
And she's sitting there cheering him on at a concert with dude right there watching the same concert over her shoulder. Like
you said, iPad leaning right against his toaster.
Mm-hmm. Some bullshit. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for them. Okay. So I think we're down to the last one, and this is our first time seeing them.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Since the break.
Fuck yeah.
How do I intro this one? Here we go. Let's talk about Amber and Michelle. Let's go with Michelle. Amber, let's talk about Amber and Michelle.
Amber and Michelle. Oh, man. Well, Eric and Michelle are on their way to Amber's parents' commitment ceremony, a.k.a. a small wedding. And she pretty much, it's running late. She's running late. But I just want to call her Puppy.
Then do it.
Puppy's running late.
Puppy running late. Because Michelle wouldn't do that shit.
Michelle wouldn't do that shit, but Puppy don't give a fuck. You know, Puppy doesn't give a fuck. And, they ask Amber, like, do a one-on-one with Amber. And then they're like, hey, what's going on here? And she's like, well, it's my parents, commitment ceremony or whatever. She explains a little bit of how she grew up. And now she's like the ordained for their wedding, basically. So she's basically gonna marry her parents, it's a nice thing. It's like, what's his name? Jabri's grandma.
Grandma Bobo.
Ordained Bobo Graham.
Reverend Bobo. Or Reverend Graham.
Bobo.
Reverend Graham. Something like that. Reverend Grandma Bobo.
One of those things. So she got one of those, and she's gonna marry her parents, and she's feeling very emotional, and also she's like, I don't know how to take this, so give me a fucking shot of tequila. She does take a shot of tequila, and for that I, cheer her.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, she explains to us that she invited Puppy, and Puppy's running late. And then we switch back to Puppy, like getting dressed in the car, and then she finally makes it in. They sit down, they go through the whole ceremony, and then Monica and her new husband talk about the relationship that they had in jail, right? The guy's like, so yeah, this is my daughter, right? This is like my daughter. Monica's like, yeah, that's your daughter. Mm-hmm. And this is Puppy. This is basically your other daughter. Because technically, when we were in prison all together, they were scissoring a lot. And he's like, I don't want to hear that.
And Eric is sitting right there like, I'm right here, right?
Dude, the whole fucking world is watching. We're all like, this is weird for Eric. This is weird for the dad. This is weird for everybody. It was a very strange situation, but Monica felt like she needed to explain the whole dynamic between Puppy, Amber, and herself. So, anyways, Puppy's like, I've seen this. Like, I really just, I hope that Eric, really gets married to me. But, and then they played like a flashback to last season where she went to prison. Remember, Amber was driving her to prison, and Puppy's like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I love you. I want to be here. And then she ended up in prison. She's like, I don't want to do this shit. But then they tell us, she was just in there for like a week. And then she got out.
She was crying a weekend.
It's just a weekend.
Like a week into being in there. It's like, I just want to go home. Because remember, I saw that part. I was like, dang, how long is she in there for?
Yeah, you know, she was supposed to go for a while. She was supposed to get locked up for a while. Because remember, her main concern was that her mom had cancer and like she wouldn't be able to catch her. But after hearing that she was just in there for like a week, I was like, oh, you're fine, puppy. Like, you know, you turn yourself in, you're good.
Yeah, I wonder how Kathy's doing.
I hope she's fine. I haven't seen anything online or anything. So
Fingers crossed.
I think she's fine. Yeah. Fingers crossed. We're rooting for you, Kathy. But anyways, we see Eric, and he's not very, very happy. And he looks super sketchy too, dude. I hate this dude. Super sketchy.
Yeah, something about him seemed off, don't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't help the fact that he went to Vegas by himself. Because remember, he was like trying to run away with Puppy, and Puppy decided to like not run away and turn herself in instead.
Yeah,
which was like that's the big storyline. So, but he just ended up going by himself. So like it wasn't like a plan. It was just like, oh shit, I gotta go to Vegas. Why don't you come with me?
Yeah, you trying to go too?
Yeah. So he wasn't really trying to like run away with her. No, that wasn't the main idea. So he went to Vegas, and in all fairness, he flew back once he heard that she got out. So there is that. Maybe he went to return one of those cars, fancy cars. He sold it.
One of the Mustangs.
Yeah, he sold it to somebody like in LA, and he was like, hey, or in Vegas, and he's like, listen, I'll give you a good discount only if I can drive it.
Nope, that didn't happen.
That probably didn't happen.
That didn't happen. No, that didn't happen.
But I'll tell you what did happen. We got to see Queen.
Shout out to Queen.
Dude, she gave Puppy a job cleaning houses, and Puppy fucked it up by just jumping in the pool and getting drunk on the people's alcohol cabinet.
Amber had to go find her. She was just floating face down. It was like, bitch, I thought you was dead. Right?
No, Amber, I'm just floating out here.
I'm just out here drinking. You want some? Like, no, bitch, you don't want no more. But I love you, though. When we get married, put some clothes on to get out these people boo. Oh, she was a mess, dude.
Hi, Jerry. Yeah, there's a television crew outside of your house filming, and there seems to be a dead girl in your pool. You should come home.
Oh, no,
quickly.
never mind. She just got up. She sold the tequila bottle.
They're fighting. She just threw a bottle of tequila. I think it's a tequila bottle that I gave you last Christmas during the Christmas swap.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude, they are a mess. But anyways, yes. So now we got new cast members, EJ. So of course, Puppy and Amber, we have to make some predictions for them. So what are you thinking?
Are we saying as far as them two in a relationship? Because I don't see them being back together at all. I don't I don't see any. Like it's gonna be the story's gonna be between like her and Eric, and it's gonna be Amber and whatever new weird ass dude she dating now.
Oh yeah, that dude was a nightmare. The last one she dated.
Yeah, what was the dude? The dude with the Abe Lincoln beard.
I can't remember his name.
Me neither.
All right, so
Sammy. What's Sammy?
God damn it! Look at you and your black belt, showing off.
That's right. Don't you ever forget it. It's Sammy.
All right, so them two not being in a relationship. Anything else you want to add?
All right, so I do not think that Eric and Puppy are gonna make it. Like I think he's apparently he's still married and he's gonna end up back with whoever that is. Because what's happening right now is he's footing the bill for everything for Puppy.
Yeah.
Right? And so he's going to get sick of that. And he's going to go back to wherever he came from. And it's not going to be with her. And I think that Amber is gonna end up back with Sammy before the season is over.
Okay. Put that down. All right. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Amber has been doing such a great job managing sidelines that she gets like district manager of all the sidelines across the state of Georgia.
Okay. There you go. I could get behind that. I'll be here for it.
And she definitely won't get married. I don't think her and Eric will end up together.
All right, here's a real question. You think she's going to go back to jail?
I hope not. I like Puppy.
I know, me too. But you think she's going to go back to jail?
That's a tough question. But I think so, but I think it will be because of something silly. Like, oh, you supposed to be here for like a court hearing and you weren't, so now you're going back to jail for like a weekend.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, something silly like that.
I don't know. That's what I think is going to happen.
But they're definitely not going to end up together.
Nah. All right. Well, yeah, that's all I got. Like, I haven't gotten excited about their whole segment yet.
Not yet, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, I hope so.
Puppy and Amber. It's Puppy and Amber.
Because usually, like, Puppy does something fun. Like, all we had was just this stupid, like, they couldn't even call it a wedding. It was like a commitment ceremony or whatever the hell it was. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, yeah, this seems like something exciting. Like, this love after lockup. We don't do that shit here. You take that over to 90 Day Fiance, all this wedding looking shit. Okay?
I agree. No, I agree.
Yeah, we do fuckery around here. Okay,
that's what we do.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you ready to move on to the winner, losers, and feel good moment of the episodes?
I am. And let's start with the easy one. Let's start with the loser.
No doubt, Shawn.
All right, it's Shawn. All right. Feel good moment. What you got?
Oh, this one was my favorite. And this is the feel-good moment for me and for everybody that just got to enjoy it with us here tonight. All of our listeners, everybody that listens to this podcast, you got to enjoy this feel-good moment. Everybody else that doesn't listen to it didn't get to. Okay, so you will not hear this in any other podcast. But Taylor closing down the garage door.
That felt good.
That felt so good.
The laugh felt good.
The laughter.
Okay.
The action itself sucked.
Yeah.
But what it promoted, what it brought, the emotion, the feeling that it gave the viewer without even knowing it, of just like a grown adult closing down a garage door like she was closing out a restaurant. Like, just that iron curtain comes down.
Like pulling down that metal door at the bodega so people don't break into it.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
That was just, and saying good night with her face at the bottom of the door until it was gone. And then Bobby just sitting there on her white couches, like white set of couches. Like, that whole thing was just fucking pure gold.
I will let you have it. I will not argue. All right.
It just feels so good.
Now let's figure out the winner. Who we got for winner of the episode?
I had Brittany. I felt she had a pretty good episode. She touched on a lot of good points. But after breaking it down, I can't. Really? I can't back Brittany anymore. So I don't know who else I would pick.
I think, yeah, I can't argue with you.
You have to. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't argue with you. I mean, Brittany's a good one. Yeah. Nobody else really had any W's today.
Oh, you know who else? Lindsey's friend, who was like, "Hey, bitch, wake up." This is another one we can put in there.
Man,
he even cried. He was like, "Hey, listen, like, cut the shit. Like, stop doing this whole thing where you're like trying to bail people out, and you could end up in jail as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Brittany. You're right.
You're gonna go with Brittany?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though it's her fault, dude. That they ended up in therapy because she's the one that like provoked this whole thing.
But you got to think about it with them, and this is I'm gonna defend Brittany and Marcelino. They had I think they got to a point where they understood each other's what the problem was. Because like I said, I mean, they have to understand it because they are usually very in tune with each other. And she's even been saying like, yo, yeah, something's been off. This ain't how my man be acting. Right?
Yeah.
And he's feeling some sort of way because he feels emasculated by the fact that he wasn't the top choice in the threesome. He's like, no, Amanda is supporting Cast. Why I'm over here in the corner jerking off. And it hurt his feelings, right? So yeah. I think that her, you're right, her suggesting therapy and getting them to that point is a very solid step in healing. So why would you not give her the W?
She did something good, but what she actually did, she fucked up. You know what I mean? Like she created this entire mess. But I would throw in another name in the hat. Chance. He made a half-ass apartment. No. Mig. He made a half-ass apartment.
Miguel.
And he actually got to move. Dude, he did some winner shit, whether you like it or not.
He did the daddy-daughter dance.
And he went to the daddy-daughter dance. He won. He got to do what he wanted, and he got to do it under his terms, and he moved Bobby back in the garage, and he went dancing with his daughters. I think Chance wins this one, dude.
Because we even said, you motherfucker, we actually said this on here. If winning can just be imposing your will on whoever you are up against.
As sad as it fucking sounds, yeah.
Huh.
It's a thing.
Okay.
Garrett Merrifield won an episode like that, too.
All right.
I fucking hated it.
All right, let's go ahead and make this happen. We'll go ahead and put these in stone and we'll get up out of here because I'm about sick of talking to your ass.
Yeah.
Right?
and shout out to Rob because he just started watching Seeking Sister Wives. I think he's like catching up.
Oh, yeah, he'll get there. He'll get there. Yeah. What up, Rob? Hold on. That's for you. Hold that. All right, so let's go ahead and put these in the books. All right, for our winner of the episode this week, we have
Shawn,
as always, back on top. This was for you, my man. All right, and for feel good moment of the episode, what we got?
A moment that you will never get in any other podcast because they will not pay attention to this much detail of hilarity. But Taylor closing down the garage door.
Literally, where the hood at? That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got to get his crown away. You ready for this?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Chance.
I gotta give him a horn. All right, Chance, that's for you, man. That's for you. Goddamn, you kind of did get a W. This. I forgot about the daddy-daughter dance.
Yeah,
it got overshadowed.
I didn't mention it.
Yeah. So, all right, you're right. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and again, he like you said, he won. He did what he wanted to. Bobby's all tucked in and sleeping on the couch next to the totem pole of fucking air conditioners.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, it is. It's feng shui. That's what he came up with right there. That's some winning shit he did with that place.
Yeah,
you won't find another place that's put together like that anywhere.
Dude, the funny thing is, like, that is literally a real estate agent in New York. He'll fucking spit on the floor and be like, this shithole is yours for $7,000 a week. And and people will buy it, like they will rent it, and then they'll sleep in there. in the bed like that, like fucking Bobby was all tucked in like at the end of the couch with like 17 other people paying
God.
$7,000. Dude, it's such a sad thing, but it's like that's Manhattan. It's fucking ridiculous. Brooklyn too, but it's insane. But that is exactly what was happening, dude. He was a real estate agent selling a shithole of an apartment, and he sold it. He got it done.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So there it is. There you go, Chance.
All right. I think that's it. I think that's everything, man. We've been at it for a while, so thank y'all for rocking with us. Appreciate that. You got anything before we get out of here?
Just a big shout out to all the people that switched to the gallon of gas tier, and also to Suzanne and Tony, who joined us in the past couple of weeks. Thank you so much for joining us on Patreon. We appreciate it, and thank you very, very, very much. We do mean it. It means a lot. Again, because we think ourselves as like the little guy kind of when it comes to the podcast world. So, but we do have fun here, and I hope you're having fun with us. So, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Suzanne. We appreciate you. We love you, and this one is for you.
All right, so my dogs are off the hook right now. I just want to let y'all know. So let's go ahead and land this plane. You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, so look, I want to thank y'all very much for listening like y'all do every week. On behalf of myself, Mig, shout out to Riri. We miss her. She'll be back here soon. She's just getting her life together out there in Texas. And until the next time you hear us recapping something, this has been Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 12.
Daddy wasn't there.
Have a wonderful night.